But next to me right now, I'd like to introduce to us, you saw that magic mic swap. If I call it out, it doesn't make it, like, seamless. But either way, here's Brian Huntress, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! So Brian
hello,
Huntress, he's our featured visual artist for the day. If you
That's
look
me.
above us, all sprinkled throughout the set today, we have art. Brian, you've been doing this a long time now. We've known each other. So, Brian, how old would you say you were when I met you?
Maybe like 17. or
17,
18.
around 17, 18. So we met outside a folk
Middle
punk
East.
punk rock show.
Right.
And you invited my band to play in your house venue that you were running at the time, which
The
was
Barn.
The Barn, which was just. And you guys were doing crazy shows. You were doing it. That's what I loved. And I immediately was like, I felt like home at your place. But you've also been doing a lot of art lately. And
Yeah.
so what kind of, you started out as a musician. When did you sort of veer into art, or you've always been kind of focused on that?
Yeah, I'd say I think visual art, or even like whether it's 2D or 3D. Like when I was a little kid, I would carry around like a hunk of plasticine
Yeah.
in my pocket.
Yeah.
It was dirty and gross. Like I brought it with me everywhere. I've always kept sketchbooks as long as I was a kid. So I'd actually say visual art was probably my first love.
Mhm.
So I actually didn't start playing guitar till I was 17.
Okay.
So I guess I just learned fast, only because I really liked it.
Yeah.
But
What
I
would you
guess-
say is some of the stuff you try to explore? I mean, I really have always appreciated your art, and I feel
Thanks.
dark undertones,
Sure.
obviously. And so for me, music, I'm always exploring my innermost emotions, and so I'm sure I can only imagine what you're trying to capture in your art. So what are some of the emotions or themes, maybe?
It might seem like I'm reaching, but I guess from my personal experience with mental illness, chronic illness, substance abuse, and alcoholism in my own body and in that of the ones around me, I mean, visually, maybe you couldn't pick that up,
Yeah.
that this is about drugs and problems with your brain and limbic system, but that's
But I think
In-
what you get is the fact that you're working through something, and that there was a
Yeah.
hard time. I mean, our last week's episode we talked about self-help,
Yeah.
and so a lot of what we
That's
talked
Paul Murray,
about.
by the
Craig
way.
Lewis, right?
Craig Lewis,
Yeah,
man,
he's cool.
great, man. He's a great dude.
On Paul Marie.
Paula Marie was here too. Great show. Watch it if you haven't yet. It's on the YouTube. Watch it after this. But either way, we talked a lot about coming back from that bad place. And so, would you say maybe your art was one of those things that sort of helped you get yourself out of maybe the darker times?
Well, yeah, because struggling with like drugs and alcohol,
Mhm.
the only art I did was obviously sketchbooks I kept and like spray painting buildings, and
Mhm.
which wasn't really art. I was just writing just awful things and
Yeah.
like drawing. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. It was alcohol infused graffiti.
Being a shithead. We've
Right,
all been there.
totally.
We've all been shitheads.
But actually, like I guess like after I got sober in
Mhm.
2012 was when I actually started picking up a brush again and painting
Yeah.
with a canvas.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't say it's like some kind of coping skill or like healing mechanism. It's something that I do, and if I was doing drugs right now, I'd still be painting.
Yeah.
That's the truth. It wouldn't be as healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd probably be like drinking linseed oil and like I
Jesus.
don't know. It would probably be like a horrible death situation. I don't know. It would be bad.
Hey.
It'd be bad. But
Yeah, I used to work at a hardware store. Sometimes you get a little thirsty.
Sure, yeah,
Mineral
yeah.
spirits, whatever's out
sure,
there.
yeah, whatever works for you. It's a terrible, tasteless
Yeah,
joke.
we're not promoting huffing any
Right, yeah.
huffables. Is that what
Yeah.
that's the drug term, huffables?
I've seen the long-term effects of people whose drug of choice is inhalants. And
Yeah.
it is ugly.
Yeah. We can't all be the dude from Mad Max with the spray paint face. Like, you're not going to look that cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Oh, you should. Great movie. Whatever. I don't know. I
Right
should
on.
promote things that, whatever.
Totally, yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
so I really love your art. You're going to be hanging around with us the rest of the show. We got your art sticking around, so we'll see you, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, so
thanks.
Brian, where can we find your art online? Where can we find more of your stuff?
I guess at the root of it, you could just go to brianhuntress.com. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm on all the
all the
things,
social media.
all the
Google
things.
Brian Huntress. You'll find him there.
Google Plus.
Uh, I know you got music
Not
too.
DeviantArt,
Not
actually.
DeviantArt.
I
Got to get on the DeviantArt,
never hopped
dude.
on that.
I like it.
But,
There's some good stuff.
You might come for decades.
Yeah. If also check out Carbia stuff. Brian,
totally.
check out Brian's stuff. But Carbia also does some great art. He's got some right here as
I
well.
love it. It's
Um,
beautiful.
But so you also do music under the name Boxer Jaw. Is it still Boxer's Jaw?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see you got a band going together again. Things going well.
Yeah. it's
So I
going
think we might
wonderfully.
see you on season 2, buddy.